Hey guys, welcome back to Diggin Sports. Let's see what we can dig up today. Today, we're going to bring in a very special guest to me. He is probably the biggest Georgia fan you will ever see. He is my dad, Mr. John Brown.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
We're gonna talk some Georgia.
We're going to talk some Georgia Bulldogs just for you.
I appreciate it.
And all the Georgia Bulldog fans out there as well. Okay, so what we're going to start off is, I just got to know, after 41 years, man, the struggle, all the letdowns, and how was that for you?
It was always next year, Brent. It was always next year. We're going to do better next year, and next year finally happened.
Awesome, that's great. So that leads me to this question: next year.
It's next year.
Next year's here.
Next year after the championship,
Yeah.
right?
What's gonna happen? I mean, wow. What are you feeling?
Dude, Georgia's recruited really well this year. We got so many tight ends, man. I'm thinking Georgia might run a 4 tight end set. And Stetson Bennett, there's a lot of controversy about Stetson. People love him. People like to put him down. But I'm telling you, that kid's got heart, like Georgia had heart. All the way through. He represents Georgia so well. And, Stetson, let's get it done, baby.
So you're high on Stetson, I see. High on Stetson. Okay, that's good to know.
How about let's run through the schedule? What do you think?
I want to run through the schedule. Okay, let's do that. I had that in mind anyway. So, how about we run through the schedule real quick? All right. So game number 1, man. You got the Oregon Ducks. You got this fast, just kind of like what Tennessee's running nowadays under Josh Heupel. What do you think's gonna happen with Oregon?
I think it may be a bit of a slow start for Georgia. Like I believe you said before, I think it may be a bit of a slow start, but I'm telling you, Georgia's just they're gonna explode. They're really gonna explode, especially in the second half. Like I believe you covered that, but Georgia big in the second half. But the only thing about that game that worries me is
defensive coordinator.
Yes, that's the one.
Dan Lanning.
Lanning. Yeah, Lanning. He worries me because he knows Georgia. He knows Georgia inside and out. And also, you got Bo Nix. So it's going to be a tough game for Georgia. But in the second half, I believe they'll pull it out.
Think so? All right. So, game number 1, Dad here, he's got 1-0 Georgia Bulldogs with a strong second half. Okay, so the second game of the season, we're looking at little old Sanford. Not Stanford, Sanford. Okay, so Sanford, you're returning home. You're coming back from Atlanta. You're teeing it up in Athens for the first time of the year. What's happening with Sanford?
Off of a big win. Off of a big win. To me, this is just Georgia prepping for their next game.
Okay, just to prep for next game. So we're taking an easy win here with Georgia against Sanford at home. So Dad's got the Bulldogs 2-0
already.
All right. Week 3, we are looking at South Carolina. Transfer quarterback Spencer Rattler.
Wow.
and Columbia.
At Columbia. What's the kick on that game?
I'm not sure the kick. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be. I think it might be. It actually might be an early kick. I think.
If it's an early kick, that worries me, Brent. That really worries me with South Carolina. With all their build up and playing in South Carolina, this is one of the games that worries me on Georgia's schedule.
Okay. So a little worried. A little worried.
But I'm gonna go Georgia by 10.
Georgia by 10. Okay. Do you think Spencer Rattler? Do you think he plays a factor at all?
I think he does, but Georgia's defense is they saying this year defense is going to be better than last year. So I don't know. I think they're going to give Spencer the time of his life. I really do.
So you think they can give Spencer a little bit of fits?
Yeah.
You gotta let him know this isn't Oklahoma.
Yeah, this ain't that conference.
This isn't the.
This is the SEC, baby.
All right, so
where we go next?
Dad's taking 10 points against South Carolina. They win, so he's got him at 3-0 heading into week 4. You're coming back home to Kent State. Kent State, is just Kent State.
Nothing against Kent State. Nothing against Kent State, but you're playing the Georgia Bulldogs. So, give me the dub.
Give him the dub. Okay, so we got 4-0 Georgia Bulldogs. Cruising right along.
Cruising.
Just kind of setting cruise control here. Now we look into week 5. We're at Missouri. We're in Columbia, Missouri. What happens here?
Missouri ain't got nothing for the dog. Missouri, I got the dogs big. I got the dogs big
against Missouri.
I got the dogs big against Missouri.
Okay, I like that. All right. So we're 5-0. 5-0 Georgia Bulldogs. Steady cruising. Now we're.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Game number 6 in week 6.
Where we at?
We are coming back home against Auburn.
Oof. Auburn's always a tough game for Georgia. Always a tough game. You remember when Uga tried to bite
the receiver?
Yeah.
They do,
yeah. But I think again this year Uga's gonna bite Auburn.
Uga's gonna get a hold of Auburn again.
I think I'm seeing it 17 points Georgia.
Okay. That's a 3-possession game. Okay. I like that. Week 7, Georgia at home against Vanderbilt.
Oh.
Who's Vanderbilt?
Vandy don't even know who they are.
Vandy's just kind of in their own little world right now.
Yeah.
I just want to throw this out here. Upset alert. Week 1. Give me Hawaii over Vanderbilt. Upset
alert.
Upset alert. All right, so we're 7-0 Georgia Bulldogs. Steady cruising, man. And they're going to go into the bye week in week 8. And then they're going to come out and they're going to play this, whoever they are, wherever they are right now. I don't think they even realize where
Dogs, baby. Dogs over the Gators. End of discussion.
We got Florida versus Georgia in Jacksonville.
It's over. Cocktail party.
3:30 kick.
All dogs, baby. All dogs.
All dogs against Gators. We're going to move on right along. Now we are 8-0. 8-0. It doesn't look like this hangover's happened for Georgia. It's just steady rolling. Now, here we are in week 10. Tennessee's coming to Georgia. Tennessee's coming to Georgia. What happens here, Dad?
Well, me and you disagree on this game. We've had several really close games. And I love the SEC East to have big games. and I think this is going to be a big game. I think Tennessee's offense showed up last year. It was a really great game, but also Georgia's defense showed up, and I think that's going to happen again this year. So sorry, bud. I'm taking Georgia.
Yeah, I my look on the game is just Tennessee. Offense is really nice. The only thing is you had that defense that just couldn't get you the stop when you needed it. You look at, the Alabama game last year, just fourth quarter came around, man, and it just wasn't there for Tennessee. They just got tired, just being on the field all the time. Same
the
thing.
Ole Miss game last year too.
The Ole Miss game.
That was tough. Controversial calls.
Yeah. That's. But yeah, I think Georgia's depth is just going to be a little too much for Tennessee in that game. I hate to say it.
I think it'll be a good game though. I really expect a great game from Tennessee because they're a class act.
Absolutely. So okay, we got 9-0 Georgia Bulldogs here. Just steady cruising along.
Just steady. You make it sound so easy, bro. Moving on, though.
All right, moving on. Now we're in week 11. You got to go to Mississippi State here. You got to go to the Cowbells. Let me ask you that. How is Cowbells fair?
It's not fair, man. I mean, if you're cheering for a team, you got to cheer from your voice. You just can't just do this. That's not fair to me. That's not fair to me. But Georgia's going to come in there, and they're going to wipe the table. Moving on.
Moving on right up past Mississippi State here. Doesn't matter if they got the Cowbells. It doesn't matter,
baby.
Georgia moving right along at 10-0. All right.
Where we at?
Here's a game, and this is a team that everybody's talking about. Everybody is just sitting here talking about the Kentucky Wildcats. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue.
I've heard that before, Brent. I've heard that before.
I think I have too. I think I heard it last year.
Yeah, and maybe years prior when what was the running back's name? Snell.
Snell. Yeah, Snell.
Yeah, and they talked them up, and Georgia seemed to just handle it, and they didn't have the team then that they do now. So moving on.
And before we move on past week 12. I'd like to know from you guys,
Yes, absolutely.
Let me know, why is everybody so high on Kentucky?
On Tennessee. I mean, not Tennessee, Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky. It's just, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm still kind of, left here like, what's going on? If you guys know, if you're Kentucky fans, be sure to drop it in the comments.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your input, what you think. So,
let's talk football. Let's dig up.
Let's dig up it, man.
Let's dig up some sports.
Let's dig up that hype for Kentucky Wildcats. Let us know. All right, so moving right along. So, you got the win in that game, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Georgia.
Kentucky's a basketball school.
Georgia's sitting at 11-0. They're coming back home against the mighty Yellow Jackets.
I love to hate the Yellow Jackets. I mean, that's my job as a Georgia fan. Huge Georgia fan. Tech ain't got it, baby. Tech ain't got it. Georgia's on another level. Georgia's here, not going to happen, Tech. Sorry. We're undefeated.
So he's got the Dogs undefeated. Okay, so you got the Dogs undefeated. Where do you think they're going to be ranked at right now? Do you think Alabama? Do you think
I think Alabama deserves to be ranked above Georgia because, Saban, he's a recruiting god. But right up under him, the thing I love about Kirby Smart, I got a love-hate thing with Kirby Smart. I love his enthusiasm. I love how he roots. He's all in for his team. I love that. The only thing I don't like, Brent, is his loyalty to quarterbacks. And when they get in trouble, he I don't know. I love you, Kirby, and I'm with you, but watch, please. Don't let Stetson. I love Stetson, but don't let him sink the ship.
Okay, so don't let him get too high on one quarterback. No,
that's right. That's what I'm trying to say.
He's got other guys.
That's what I'm trying to say. He's got some really good guys on the bench.
Oh yeah,
really good guys on the bench.
Good guys, yes, absolutely. You got Brock Vandegrift. You got Gunnar Stockton.
Stockton, man.
Yeah, he's got some weapons at the quarterback position. So yeah, I agree there too. Absolutely. If he's in trouble, if he's just not having it the game, you got some weapons out there definitely. If you need to, you put.
But at the same time, let me add this, Brent. Let me add this. I believe in him. I believe him 100%. I mean, he brought us a national championship. I believe in the mailman, and I think he'll deliver the mail. But it's just Kirby's loyalty to a certain quarterback. Yeah. Like he was loyal to Jacob Eason.
Jake Fromm.
And Fromm, he was loyal to Fromm.
Yep.
So, I'm all dogs and deliver the mail.
Absolutely. I have one thing. It's partially a joke. And
Let's hear it.
I just got to say it. Georgia's had, the Jacob Easons, the Jake Fromms, the Matthew Staffords, the David Greens, the DJ Shockleys, all those. And a guy coming in named the Mailman delivers a championship for the Georgia Bulldogs since 41 years ago.
6th year. He's a 6th year senior
just
this year.
In and out of the program.
In and out of the program.
He his heart said he had something for Georgia, and he did. He did. He delivered a championship to the Georgia Bulldogs. So I'm sorry for your Easons, your Fromms, your Staffords, your Greens. The mailman delivered it. He sure did.
He brought the mail.
So you got the Dogs undefeated.
Undefeated.
You say so. You say that Alabama. You say they're probably going to be ranked over Georgia. So you see, Alabama's not. They're not going to slip up nowhere.
The only slip I see for Bama is the same slip up from last year.
Texas A&M.
A&M. I see A&M as a stumbling block. Yeah.
Okay. And that's very reasonable. Texas A&M has done really well in recruiting. I will go ahead and say that for many a years. And I'm gonna say this: why haven't they showed up already? Where have they been? They upset the Crimson Tide last year. Maybe they'll do it again this year. But with all these recruits that they've brought in, why haven't you had these 9 and 10 win seasons? Even 11. Where's that been?
And how long is the coach been there?
Jimbo Fisher's been there for
3 years.
I think it might be more than that. It's 4 or 5, I believe. Yeah, he's been there. He's been there a good minute now, bringing in some good recruiting classes.
In retrospect, when Kirby came to Georgia, when Kirby Smart came to Georgia, I mean, he installed a winning program. I mean, pretty quick. I think his second year we went to the show, went to the national championship
in 17.
Yeah, 17. And I mean, that's a big deal. That's a big deal in college sports. It's not only the players that you recruit, it's also the coaches. Because Lanning left us. Now we got a whole. Is recruiting coaches is a big deal, as well as recruiting players. So I mean, every head coach has got a staggering job of keeping not only qualified players on the field, not only special players on the field, on the sidelines too.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, all right. So we're sitting here. I'm gonna go ahead and ask this too. Who's your top 4 in the college football playoff?
Wow. So early.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get this cat out of the bag.
Dogs number 1, baby.
Dogs are 1. Of course.
Of course, Alabama's going to be there. I got Alabama there. Wow. I'm going to have to say. I like Clemson. And I wish I could say Tennessee, but I'm gonna have to say that 4 spot to me is really up for grabs. I really don't know. I really don't know 4, but yeah,
pretty good. Okay. All right, so
a lot of football to play.
A lot of football to be played, absolutely. That's all we got for today. Y'all be sure, to drop some comments, let us know what you're thinking, and
check him out.
Please check me out on YouTube. I would definitely appreciate, all the likes and the
hit
subscribes.
Hit that like button, subscribe.
Make sure you turn the notifications on because this will be a regular thing. I will be around. And I will be steady, uploading new videos for you guys. If you want to see something to talk about, let me know. Let me know what you want me to talk about, and I'll figure some stuff up for you, and I'll talk about it. Plenty more to come here. Stick around, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. And as always, keep digging.